If you know me, you probably know that I'm a huge OCE lover. I'm a civic engagement freak. Feeling like I'm a part of a community is obviously a huge part of my identity. I'm not saying I join a cult, but the cult lifestyle is probably something I'm susceptible to. Hi, I'm Annalise, and this is the story of my time with the Bonner Canale program. I just prefer to exist in a group. I love the dynamics of looking out for one another, sharing stories, and just getting to know people more deeply. Bonner Canale has played a huge role in helping me find my community, and I'm so grateful for that. But it's taken me some time to get to this point. For a lot of my life, I've struggled with feeling kind of disconnected from others, which is something I think a lot of people experience. Pushing myself out of my comfort zone and wanting to connect have really helped me overcome this obstacle, and service has been one of the major channels that I've used for this journey, because I've been able to find people that I really relate to. Before I came at Canale, I met with Robin the second week of my freshman year to see how I could get involved with the OCE, Civic Engagement Freak. Robin told me that I should go on the Ignite Retreat, a weekend dedicated to connecting and educating college students engaged in service. There, I met people who were silly, kind, and passionate. They were the only people who immediately climbed all the trees around our retreat center. If you can't already tell, these were some of the Sewanee Bonner Canales, and I knew I wanted to be just like them. I got to start living out my dream when I became the Democratic Engagement Site Leader the second semester of my freshman year. But I was overwhelmed. I loved going to the old yellow office and working with everyone, but I really had no idea what I was doing. Morgan, Robin, Javaria, and all the senior interns who worked there were so encouraging, but I just kept feeling like I couldn't get it right. But I kept going to the office, and I continued working on my projects. Slowly, I felt like I was making friends, and slowly, I felt like I had good ideas, and slowly, I could plan events and collaborate with other organizations, and slowly, I started to find community. By my sophomore year, I was feeling so much better. I made amazing friends on campus and within the program, and I felt like I could advocate confidently for my site. I was especially proud of hosting our first dessert in democracy and getting to table with the OG. But I was still doubting myself so much. I just didn't feel like I deserved all the great things I'd gotten out of Sewanee, and that included Bonner Canale. That was really hard to get over, but this was also a time of my life when I started to understand that there was so much to learn from others. By turning to people rather than away, I saw that opening myself up to community was how to begin letting go of these feelings that were holding me back. The end of my sophomore year was awesome. I got to go to the Bonner Summer Leadership Institute with Daphne, and I loved getting closer to people who were so passionate about service and community. I spent that summer with the Sisters of St. Mary, the Episcopalian convent near campus. This was another era of my life that showed me what it means to live in a community. Junior year was an important year for me. I felt like I finally understood how to work at my site, and I got to start working with Jenna Miller, who became our second Democratic Engagement Canale. This was especially amazing because I'd been asking Morgan and Robin for someone to collaborate with. My ability to ask for a partner was a marker of how much I'd grown since I started with the program, and I'm so grateful for Jenna and the work we've done together. Having a partnership with someone has been so special because it's opened me up to ideas that I wouldn't have come up with on my own. It's also given me someone to invigorate me when I'm starting to doubt myself again. And it's also given me a new best friend. Senior year is the year that so many of my Sewanee dreams have come true, and Bonner Canale has played a huge role in that. I'm so proud of Sewanee votes and just in awe of the people who supported us last semester during the election. Training 20 voter educators, hosting successful discussions and election watches, collaborating with other student organizations, and just being more present on campus as a community resource are some things that I feel so lucky to have been a part of. I've also seen that it's so important to just have fun. What other program would give me the opportunity to go on a devious New York adventure with Daphne or climb a tree with other civic engagement freaks? We're a special group because we know that it's fun to do this work, to befriend each other, and to befriend our community.